What's good, everyone? It's Zigzag here. Welcome back to another Geoguessr video. Today I am joined by Duskden2, aka Dusky, and we're going to be playing some India maps together. Now, I'm not too bad on India myself, but that's all thanks to Dusky, and he is going to be taking us through some of the more advanced metas that he knows. I'm just going to jump into a round, guess where I think it is, and then Dusky's going to swoop in and help me out on the places where I'm not quite sure. Go subscribe to Dusky. I'll have his socials in the description, and let's get straight into the first round. Let's just get straight into the first one here, shall we?
Yep, let's do it.
Okay, so we have a tuk-tuk, an auto rickshaw. Is that how it's pronounced? Everyone was saying that in the last video.
Yeah, so locally we definitely use the term auto rickshaw more commonly than tuk-tuk, but yeah, we can use anything, it's fine.
I'll just say tuk-tuk from now on, but I just wanted to acknowledge it for the people who commented last time. Okay, so here we have some palms. Yeah, I guess the big thing here might be the language, which does not appear to be Hindi, from what I can tell. So maybe more of a southern language. Was thinking maybe like Hyderabad or Bengaluru could make sense here. That's about all that comes to mind. What do you reckon about this location?
Okay, so from basically the first thing as you recognized was the palm, right? So a lot of our friends in the community have recognized that these palms are mainly found in Chennai and Bengaluru for this coverage that we have right now.
Okay.
Plus the language that we have is Tamil, from what I can observe.
So that would be Chennai.
So that would be Chennai. Yeah, I think so.
Okay, cool. And then, so the coverage basically extends to the city limits, right? So we can just kind of guess somewhere like that, and that would be good.
Yeah, that should be good, yes.
All right, let's go for that. Ends up being decent. So we got the state correct as well. So let's see how many states we can get overall. I expect with Dusky's help, we should be able to get quite a few. Okay, so now we do have some language with the line at the top, perhaps Hindi or some related language from the north. Okay, we have the green and yellow tuk-tuks as well. So that would also fit for northern states as well, from what I remember. Church here as well. Not sure if that would actually help at all, but okay, that's about all so like if I was going myself here, I guess I would go like Delhi, Lucknow, something like that, but that's about all I can think of here.
Well, you're in luck, because you're right.
Okay, nice.
It's actually Kanpur, which is super close to Lucknow.
Okay, nice. We're in Kanpur. And so how did you know that, or do you just know this kind of
Well, firstly,
area?
it says Kanpur on the sign, like in Hindi, firstly.
Which one was it? That one or a different one?
The first one, yeah, the first one itself. Right. And secondly, there's like a few things I could notice here. Firstly, as you mentioned, those green and yellow tuk-tuks, they're definitely central northish, not very common in the south. You definitely can see them, but not the most common things of all time. Also, if you can notice, there are a bunch of orange flags near the Hindi sign, which we zoomed on first.
Okay, yeah. So this one like that.
So so these are these belong to a specific political party. And from the current coverage that we have, these flags are only found in the state of Gujarat or Uttar Pradesh, from my observation.
Okay. So Gujarat or Pradesh. Okay.
Yeah, and since we had Hindi and not Gujarati, it would be easier to go Uttar Pradesh anyway, even if we didn't have the text.
So Gujarati, as I remember, is similar to Hindi, but without the strike at the top. Is that correct?
Yep, that is right, yes.
All right, let's go. Something correct. Nice. Next one. Okay. Immediately feeling a bit different to some of the other ones. Okay, we have the line above the text, though. That's interesting. Here we have a black and yellow tuk-tuk. This landscape, I'm not sure if that would actually be correct, but it reminded me of Mumbai area. So maybe inside that state, which is Maharashtra. Let's take a look one more time here. Yeah. I'm not too sure. I guess the hilliness about it also could remind me of that area as well. So I think that's where I'm gonna guess. What do you think of it?
Yeah, so basically the hilliness, as you mentioned, like with this brown soil and everything, plus it looks a bit more dry. That is definitely an indicator for Maharashtra. Also, the black and yellow tuk-tuk, definitely something unique, which we've seen in your last video as well, I believe.
Yeah, that's right.
So yeah, it should be Maharashtra. I'm not sure on the region. It might be near Mumbai. It might be a bit towards the center as well.
So we have. Wait, how do you pronounce this city actually?
Pune.
Yeah, we have Nashik, Pune, and
Ahmednagar.
Yeah.
We've got Solapur as well, which is southeast of Ahmednagar. That's probably one of the most central places that are covered in Maharashtra.
This one? Oh, which one was it?
Southeast of Ahmednagar. That is.
Got it. Okay, so do you have any preference here for where we should go?
I would maybe go like in between Mumbai, Pune, and Nashik personally. Like in the center of that triangle. If we
Okay, so
assume
is there some rural coverage around here as well?
There is a bunch. Near Nashik as well, near Pune as well. So I think that might be a good hedge, but let's hope for the best.
Let's go for it. Okay, ends up being near Pune. Nice. We got the state correct. Okay. Blow okay horn. Let's check out what we got going on here. It's fairly green. We don't have much language here. Bit more English there. Okay, so this looks to be a language with the line at the top. Okay, that's good. Okay, so yeah, I'm not quite sure what I think here, but I guess my instinct might just be to go Mumbai again. Perhaps Delhi area. What do you think of it?
Yeah, so my first thought after we spawned was actually Mumbai, but this round does not have a lot going on, I have to admit.
That's true.
Like, I don't see any metas that I know. There's like no language, nothing to really go off, except the Hindi which we have on the truck, of course.
Yeah.
But since it has a truck, it could be like from another southern state as well.
Oh, this is true. This is true.
Yeah, so I would think either Mumbai or Delhi, basically. I would not go on Uttar Pradesh for this location personally. But yeah, this is a bit of a toughie. We might just have to go Mumbai actually here.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy that I had roughly the same thought as you. We don't see any hills. That is one perhaps concerning thing. It is relatively flat, but I guess like if you were just here, you probably wouldn't see any of the hills anyway.
Yeah, there's a bunch of coverage without hills as well, so.
Yeah. Okay, let's just go for it. Was actually... Oh.
Ooh.
So we had a traveling truck there. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, that's a bit unlucky.
Yeah, we're still pretty close though. All things considered.
For India standards, that's definitely fine.
Let's see if we can build... Let's see if we can get like a 5-state streak. I think that would be well possible. Okay, so we got line over the language again here. This time is a bit of a different landscape, that's for sure. Architecture feels a bit different to the previous rounds as well, I would say.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so I guess my we do have a tuk-tuk there, but it's conveniently covered by the clothesline. So I guess my thought might have been like one of maybe not Delhi, but maybe one of the ones outside Delhi or something like that. I don't know. What do you think here?
Can you like zoom on the pole to the south behind the sign? Is that green on the bottom?
This one kind of looks like it's got some green on the bottom, to be honest.
That's interesting. Okay. So from what I can observe, we have Hindi obviously, and it doesn't look super built up. That's what I would describe the situation as.
Yeah.
Also, I would like vibes wise, I think this very well might be Mumbai again. There's not much going on here. Also, the tuk-tuk might be black and yellow from what I can see.
Yeah, it certainly feels like it could be. I mean, like I guess a lot of in countries, because there's only about like 20 cities at the moment available in India, something like that.
Yeah,
right?
something like that. Yeah.
And so it's kind of similar to Germany, where like if you just like play for a bit, you can start to pick up the vibes a bit. Considering it's not the whole country, that's actually kind of more of a viable tactic than in other countries, maybe. Nice it was.
Nice.
Okay, so 17k, very, very solid indeed. And not the easiest seed either.
Yeah, I will take that for a start.
Certainly. Okay, we got the black and yellows here, so it's feeling like maybe Maharashtra. We do have a bit of English there. A bit more English, okay. A fairly open landscape, some hills in the back though.
Right.
Separated highway over a bridge. Okay, so I guess I would just go Mumbai area again here. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it should be it. Yes. You're fine with it. Maybe more towards Pune this time. Oh, Aurangabad.
Right.
Okay.
There we go. Is that some of the newer coverage?
Yeah, it is a bit new, yes.
Right. Okay, here we go. This is something. Let's see if I can figure it out. So we got welcome to Banaras Needy Limited. Okay. I bet this is useful information where it's washed out by the sun.
Absolutely.
We got plenty of stuff here though. Oh, is that a state name or a city name? I think that might have been the one we got earlier, wasn't it? I think is it? Are we in Varanasi here? Yeah, I think that's what it says, right?
Right. Also, Banaras was the old name for Varanasi.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Yeah,
this is an old
that's
sign.
Why.
When did the name change actually?
That's pretty old. Some 1800s, 1900s.
Right. And yet they used it for this property loan ad. That's so interesting.
Yeah, because most of the businesses set up in that time, they're still running.
True.
So,
wow. Crazy.
Pretty famous one.
Oh wow. Okay, so we got some rural coverage here. Yellow. We can't tell if there's any green on that tuk-tuk, but okay. Interesting yellow outside line here on the highway. Is that quite common for separated highways in India?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, yeah. We also
Like,
have a bit of
there's so much variety that's sometimes
Yeah.
hard to like remember stuff.
Yeah, true. And so we got a bit of the Google car showing here. Is that common for one area rather than another at all?
Not the Google car showing, but the color of the Google car can be different in certain areas.
Okay. We got the white one, which I think I've seen the most of probably. Hey.
Yeah.
And okay, so the tuk-tuks appear to be like all yellow, or black and yellow, I guess you could say, based on these ones. It's fairly like open fields again. So I guess we'll just go Maharashtra based on the tuk-tuks at this stage, right?
Yeah, I don't have a better guess, honestly. I thought like Hyderabad at first, but I think Mumbai is definitely the safer guess.
Right. Alright, let's give it a go. And it was Chennai, actually. Tough.
That's interesting. Yeah, that was a tough one.
Yeah, again, no language. As soon as you're like outside of a town with no language, things get a lot harder. Okay, so this one, if you feel me, it's almost got like a bit of like a Lesotho type landscape here.
Right,
I feel like when I saw that, it was often like Hyderabad or maybe even Bengaluru. Especially, I feel like a number of times I saw like a bunch of eucalyptus around there, and it almost felt a tiny bit Australian as well. So that's my guess here. What do you think?
So from what I can see, I remember like a few rounds south of Bengaluru which do have hills looking like this.
Mm-hmm.
But since like the coverage is so new, I mean, it very well still might be Maharashtra, honestly.
Right.
Can you like maybe zoom on some? Is that text on the red thing? To the west?
So that one appears to have nothing. Over here, yeah, again, nothing. So it immediately becomes a lot tougher when you don't have language like that, huh?
The architecture definitely doesn't seem north. That I'm pretty sure about. So it's definitely got to be south. There's even some areas near Chennai actually, which have hills.
Right.
Towards the south as well.
Yeah.
So mainly I would say Bengaluru or Chennai here.
Right.
Out of the two, maybe I prefer Bengaluru.
Okay. Well, I want to go there just because I want to test my theory again, but as we said, like without the text, it's definitely hard to know. And it ends up being all the way near Nashik. There you go.
Yeah.
Tough round. That's pretty rural as well. Look at these hills. Okay. Interesting. So not the
Especially
highest
with the
scoring
new-
seed, this one.
Yeah, with the new coverage expansion, the amount of rural rounds is like multiplied by
That's
so
great.
much.
That's really good. It makes it more interesting.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so here we are kind of on the outskirts of a city. Got a pole, got a palm, and we've got fields. So agricultural, I know, is more common in the north, Delhi area, right through Uttar Pradesh as well. I am wondering though, I'm not sure if that's exactly the first idea I got, but I think because of this field, I would probably go there. So do you think that's right?
Okay, so can you like zoom on the pole again, on towards the north? Is that perhaps a holy pole, you think?
Yeah, it appears to be. I think I can see a hole here and a hole here.
From my experience, holy poles are mainly in Gujarat.
Okay.
Like near Vadodara, Ahmedabad, something like that.
Okay. And
But if it's like a section pole, like a Brazilian one,
Mhm.
it could be like Hyderabad as well with that.
to me, it looks more like a holy pole, but of course, at this angle, it's really hard to tell. So
Yeah, it's definitely hard to tell. Also, the agricultural point that you mentioned, I would say like most of the agricultural locations which are north don't have usually this tall of a grass.
yeah. Okay.
It's like decently middle-ish, smallish, don't know how to describe it, but
Yeah.
yes, I won't really call this super north, but I think Gujarat has to be our best guess here.
Right. And so to summarize that, we got holy poles more common in Gujarat, and we've got.
Right.
Did you say Hyderabad has more
Yep.
of the section poles, like you would see in Brazil or something?
Right? Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Yes, near Surat there. Okay, so we're on a one state streak. Let's just jump into another one here. I'm having fun learning, even if though we had some tough rounds in that seed, it was still enjoyable. Okay, this one now just reminds me more of the northern type of rounds that I saw more commonly.
Yep.
So should we just send it? Which state do you prefer here?
Ooh, I like Haryana here actually, northwest of New Delhi, something like this. Yeah.
Let's go for it. Ooh, just over. I mean, a good
That was Uttar
score, but
Pradesh.
unfortunately
Yeah.
in the wrong state.
Okay.
Yeah, I think a 5-state streak is pretty impressive. If we could hit that, would be nice. This one now maybe gave me more of a southern vibe. Landscape-wise, maybe reminded me of Maharashtra, or maybe near like Hyderabad, Chennai, Bengaluru, something in this kind of middle region here.
Mm-hmm.
If I had to put my guess, I might just go for something rural Maharashtra. I don't know. Think that's reasonable?
Yeah, okay. So from what I can see, this is definitely north. I think I'm very comfortable in saying that.
Uh-huh.
Chennai, I don't think would have this kind of a coverage. Like trees on the side, super rich soil.
Yeah,
I
we'd
can't.
have
I
very
just
red soil.
cannot imagine that being Chennai.
Okay.
That mainly leaves us with Maharashtra, Hyderabad, and Bengaluru, right? Out of these three, I would say Maharashtra and Bengaluru have the highest tendency to have red soil.
Uh-huh.
But in this location, maybe I think I like Bengaluru more. I don't know.
Okay, let's try it.
Yeah.
Let's go for it.
Let's see.
And it ends up being in Maharashtra.
Maharashtra.
But good to know. Okay, so those two more commonly red soil. And it was like fairly, I mean, longitude-wise, very much in line with that one. So we'll restart the seed because we did not have the good score there. I want to go for a high score too. Okay, this one's very urbanized, that's for sure. Looking for language now, we should have some here. Okay, Lucknow. Let's go for it. I got the feeling that it was more like a northern city. I was thinking of Delhi until I saw that, but okay, we'll take that.
Same on. I was like almost about to be like 100% sure that it's Delhi. I'm glad you found that sign.
Yeah, good. But so it's worth checking the signs. All people in the last one that I did commented that I was a bit too hasty. When there was a lot of shops around, I wasn't paying enough attention to them. Okay, so we have a bit of Hindi there. Okay.
Well, we have a good clue here, actually.
Priya. It's probably got something to do with the fact that it says Priya, but I'm not quite sure. So I can ask you in a minute. Yeah. Okay. I'm not seeing anything that I thought was too useful to me. Is that maybe a state flag even or something? Okay. So my vibe would just be like somewhere maybe. I mean, it's hard to trust these trucks too much, right? But yeah, I guess I would go somewhere maybe in Uttar Pradesh or something like that. What do you think it is?
Okay, so the first thing I noticed here was definitely the Hindi, so we can eliminate the southern part. We have those hills, which we noticed in Maharashtra earlier, in the earlier rounds.
True. Oh, true, I completely forgot about Maharashtra. That's where I was.
If you notice, it says MFC on the truck, right?
MFC, okay, here we go, yeah.
So it's probably like Maharashtra Food Corporation, something like that, I believe.
Okay, that makes sense. Hey.
Also, the Priya truck has a very good hint.
Okay.
This one. So you have that orange flag in the center.
It is an orange flag, okay.
Yeah, and it says Maharashtra in Hindi as well there.
Okay. Well, good to know. Let's go for that. And we trusted the trucks and it came through. Let's go. Probably should have gone Mumbai, but that's okay. Oh, this is a cool landscape. So this does remind me of one of the Maharashtra rounds we had before. So that's what I'm initially thinking here. Language-wise, it would fit. Okay, we got a line over the text. And yeah, okay, I'll leave it to you now. What do you think?
Yeah, it should be. I think it's near the Nashik area maybe, but not sure. Should be Maharashtra though.
Yeah, we had some of those hills near Nashik last time, so let's go in this hilly area here. Okay, Pune.
Yeah, okay.
Got the state right though. Let's see if we can finish off this seed with perfect states. This one's a little harder though. So architecture, would you agree that this, or would you say that this is maybe the more southern architecture again? Didn't really remind me.
I definitely would. Yeah.
Okay, nice. We got yellow painted on the poles here, which is interesting. We got this deep red soil. So according to what you said, I was thinking Maharashtra, Bengaluru area. That's all I have to say here. We have some more buildings. Yellow water tanks?
Yep.
Okay, what do you have to say about them?
Okay, so with the red soil, I was immediately thinking Bengaluru with the red soil and southern architecture. And with those yellow tanks, almost certainly going to be Bengaluru or Chennai every single time.
Great.
So I think I'm fairly certain about Bengaluru here, but it could be like a very rare Chennai, honestly.
Right. And so the red soil being the big differentiator between them, you would say?
Yeah, for the most part, yes.
Okay, let's go in outskirts of Bengaluru here. And it ends up being correct. Nice.
Nice.
Very good. Okay, let's see if we can finish it off with a 5 before we move on to the Trekker. Okay, so we have some more Hindi, potentially, looks to be. We have some fashion here. Hollister, okay. Guy's got a nice designer belt. Very good. They got the typical Indian tight pants as opposed to the Pakistan baggy pants as well.
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, it's definitely Hindi and whatnot, but that's all I could say about this one. Landscape-wise, I'm not really sure, to be honest.
So from what I can see, okay, definitely Hindi. That is definitely something we have. Landscape-wise, I'm thinking Uttar Pradesh here.
What makes you say that, or is it just a vibe?
It's mostly just a vibe, I would say.
Right.
There is something, but it might be a bit controversial, so I'm gonna refrain from saying that.
Right.
But it's mostly vibes, yes.
Right. Okay. And so I guess that's like a good takeaway from kind of the practice we've been doing here is that like if you just encounter like a town 10, 15 times, then it will be a lot easier to get it than any time after that. So when they add India to all the world maps, then it will be good use of your time to familiarize yourself with the general landscapes and architecture and stuff. But okay, let's try Uttar Pradesh then. Ooh, just outside.
I did not know that was added
Wow,
to the map.
There we go. We have a new one.
So that's actually the state of Uttarakhand, which was a part of Uttar Pradesh up till like 2013, I think. I might be wrong about that. Don't quote me on that.
Okay.
But
so
yeah, that's a new one. That's a new one.
Had we been guessing when Geoguessr came out, maybe that would have been correct for the state streak, but not now. There you go. Okay, so that was A14K, very solid up to the last one. Alright, so thank you very much for joining me, Dusky Wusky. That was a lot of fun. I think I learned quite a bit, especially in the first part. The Trekkers are a bit more just rote learning, but still interesting to see some of India that we don't normally get to see.
It was a pleasure.
Yeah, absolutely. Go subscribe to Dusky, Twitch and YouTube, and yeah, I'll see you guys in a video very soon. Bye-bye.